welcome back. Today we're just going to address the quiz section. Just to have a brief overview, I think I'll just also touch upon the teachers as well, the teachers section. Right, this is the quiz section where we have all the quiz that have been published publicly and those that are published privately. Those that are published privately, they are not seen by anyone. Those are actually won't be displayed for everyone to see. This is a draft that is not public. No one has to is able to actually do anything with this one. But these ones that have been published to be public, these are the ones that you can attempt to do. So as teachers, they can come up with, there's a very simple straightforward quiz form that you can use to create a quiz. It could be a quiz that you are going to maybe put up as for sale, or some of them you can just do them for free just to assist your students, because some of this material that you generate within the platform, you can actually use it to assist you with your day-to-day tasks on sharing information to your students, because this will be your account, this will be your own work as well that you can share with them, as long as it's your own work that you want to put across. An example would be, I would look at the question paper maybe that was done last year, and then I can create a quiz for that question, and also provide answers, the correct answers for that question paper, so that I can help my students to revise that question paper. So any given time, they can also be able to revise, or I can put it up for sale with a reasonable amount, just to compensate the time that you would have taken to come up with that quiz. Right. Then we've got another function that uses AI to generate a quiz, right? So when maybe you are studying, or you're a teacher, you have been teaching students for the whole full term, you are now at a point of wanting to set an exam for them for the last for end of year. It could be mid-term or end of year exam. There is an AI generation tool that we have encompassed within the system, where you can generate an exam based on what you have taught them, so that they can also be able to apply those skills or information that or concepts that you have taught them along the term. So you can easily maybe copy your scam, your teaching scam, or your notes that you have been giving them from all the lessons that they did, then break it down into smaller parts. Sometimes you can summarize it so that it's easier for you to zone in on the things that you want to generate. Then you also put up the number of questions that you want. You want it to be multiple choice, you want it to be short answer. Short answers is one of those where maybe it's a short answer, or it could be an essay. Then you can generate that, and you can simply copy and paste on your Word document where you're creating your exam. So even for grade ones, it actually helps you to narrow down that quiz to the level of that student that you want to complete that quiz. So at the end of the day, that also works as well. So sometimes you may keep it as a draft. You don't even need to, especially if it's an end of term exam, so that other students don't see it, because you might mistakenly publish it. If you publish it, every student might think that you've already done it, then access it. Then for the students, they are able to test their knowledge. Maybe you read something as a student, you read, but you feel, okay, I understand the concepts, I understand everything, but based on the notes and everything that I've read, let me copy and paste it onto, or type it onto the AI, so that it gives you back some questions, maybe in sort of multiple choice, so that you see that did you really understand the concepts. Then you can answer your quiz on your own. You can even publish it for your friends, or just leave it on the platform, so that whoever wants to maybe try other quizzes, they can try out your quiz as well. Right, and then we move on to oh, by the way, when it comes to the quiz, I just want it to be a last, but very key function where you can try again up until you pass. It's entirely up to you, and the teacher can also set a limit to the questionnaire. If the exam is 1 hour, the teacher can also set the question, the quiz to 1 hour, so that when you're doing the quiz, you only need to do it within 1 hour. Then after the 1 hour, you can't do it again. So they may set to say you can try it again or you can't try it again. If you want to try it again, you can always try it again up until you're satisfied. Right. Then we move on to teachers. Right. We've got a sample of what the teachers are showing at the moment. Uh, these are individuals that we just use as samples to just relate when we are making these videos, so at the moment, this is a teacher who hasn't updated their profile that they use within the platform. But this is an example of a teacher who has already updated everything. They've already uploaded their lessons. They've got 2 lessons, who's Frank Matlala, and the teacher is specializes in geography. Then the teacher is independent. Then there's a certificate, a teaching certificate is uploaded, which verifies that this is a legitimate teacher that actually teaches this subject and specializes in this subject. It also helps. These are optional things that you can put across, but they may help you to get maybe private students that want to do private lessons based on your profile. So that's their bio, their lessons. Then if I want to share their profile, I can share. If I want to add this teacher to my favorites, I can add it with that heart icon. If I want to write a review about this teacher, maybe this teacher taught me, but I didn't understand some of the concepts, or maybe the teacher wasn't really, it's not actually a teacher, or it's not really going well with the service that they're providing to you. You are allowed to say something about it, but it's always good to refrain from hurtful comments or anything based on this, and also build towards being constructive towards the teacher who's providing that information. They can share their profile, they can view their profile. When they view it in detail so that you can see the full bio of the teacher and what they do, what they are about, and so forth. So all these teachers can be easily accessed online.